Hey folks, David Stewart here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Should you and can you avoid using Amazon as an author? So I had a little conversation in the comments the other day, and basically the person said, I don't want to utilize Amazon. And that made me scratch my head. I'm like, why would you not want to do that? Well, can you avoid Amazon as an author, and then should you? I'm going to divide that question up into two little parts there. So can you? The answer is yes, you can totally avoid Amazon as an author. There is no rule that says you must publish your book on Amazon. You can, of course, publish it on all the other services or a portion of them, or do whatever you want, because you are an individual with the liberty to do whatever you want. So if you don't want to sell your book on Amazon, no, you don't have to. As a practical matter, can you make money without your book on Amazon? And the answer to that is, again, yes. There are many ways to make money selling your book besides putting it on Amazon and hoping people buy it off of Amazon. Okay, you can sell it through Kickstarter. You can kickstart a book. You can pre-sell it with a Kickstarter campaign and get all your sales in one lump sum of money, and then distribute the book from there, email it to people, or distribute it through BookFunnel or something like that. You can do Patreon, where people are paying you monthly to generate the books, and then they get the book through that site, or again through like a third-party site like that. Or you can sell it through your own website. If you can generate traffic, get people to come onto your website and buy it from your storefront there, you don't have to split the money with anyone. You don't have to split the money like with Patreon or with Kickstarter. You get 100% of the profit. You just have to pay your hosting costs. So if you have a way to generate traffic to your website to get people to buy a book directly from you, that's going to be the highest profit margin per book anyway. That's going to be the best option if you can manage it. The hard part, of course, is how do you generate a lot of traffic to your website, and how do you get people interested enough to click on your website and go buy something directly from you? I can't address that in this video, but if you could do it, then that is a really, really good option. So yes, you can make plenty of money as an independent author avoiding Amazon. So yes, you can. Now, should you? Now I'm going to break the should you down into two different parts. Should you in a practical sense, and should you in a moral sense. I'll leave the moral one for the end. Should you in a practical sense avoid Amazon? You probably shouldn't. In every single circumstance that I mentioned, you're going to be leaving money on the table by not putting your book on Amazon. So just as a practical matter, the optionality is always for putting your book on Amazon rather than just doing it outside of Amazon. So if you kickstarted the book, you should probably still put it on Amazon. There'll be people who will come across it, see it, like it, buy it, maybe generate some extra revenue for you that you didn't get through a Kickstarter campaign. And there's people who simply won't buy a book from a direct website. They want the security of Amazon. They want to use their Kindle. They want it distributed directly to their device. They want to buy it through Amazon. Okay, so put it on Amazon, do all those other things. You can do all those other things and then still put it on Amazon. In fact, I'll probably be doing more of those other things because I think they're more profitable and they're more fun to do. They generate more interest. People like doing Kickstarters. They get excited about them, all those sorts of things. So I'll probably do more of that this year rather than just put them on Amazon and have people buy them. As a practical matter, Amazon is the hegemon of the ebook market. So if you look at all my sales, any book that I have that is available on all platforms, 99% of the sales revenue comes from Amazon, and 1% comes from every other source combined. So if I make $100 on a book, 99 will come from Amazon. Part of that is that I tend to promote Amazon more, and the reason I promote Amazon more is that of all the sites, Amazon gives me the most money. Comparatively, right? The most money would be selling it directly from my website, and maybe I'll do that too. Maybe I'll have that as an option because that's the highest profit. But I can get really a high percentage of royalties, like 70%, which is very high from Amazon. So I promote Amazon more than say Barnes and Noble because it's better for me as the author. I get more money. So there's really no case where the optionality is against putting it on Amazon. It's always going to be put it on Amazon and do other things from it. Now, let me answer the moral question, because some people don't like Amazon for moral reasons. And they say, well, you're participating with a large, giant, evil corporation. and you're supporting a woke corporation by putting your books on Amazon. Well, the reality is that because it's the hegemon and 99% of the sales of books go through Amazon, avoiding Amazon is a really extensive economic burden. Just like how if there was an evil government that built the roads, you're not obligated to bicycle and not use the roads because an evil government built the roads, right? So if you live in China, it's not shouldn't be a moral problem for you to drive on the road simply because you don't like the government or you think the government does bad things, right? So if Amazon is an evil corporation or there's evil people who run it or they have a bad political stances, I simply don't have the option to not use Amazon and be in the book business. If anybody is thinking, have you published a book, they're going to look for it on Amazon. That is the truth of the matter. Now, I mentioned lots of other ways that you can make money. You can even make more money with those other ways than through Amazon, but it would be the effect of severely crippling your potential income and restricting your business really unfairly to not utilize Amazon's service, to not make use of Amazon's platform to reach readers and to operate your business. Just like how if you are operating any kind of online business, you may have to do advertising. That means you have to work with Google or Facebook, right? Those are the two companies that control pretty much the entire advertising on the internet. So you're going to be working with companies that are not going to share your political opinions and who you would prefer to avoid. But there's a big difference between trying to avoid something like Google, which is a hegemon in the advertising space, or Amazon, which is a hegemon in the ebook space, and avoiding something like Starbucks, right? You don't have to get your morning coffee from Starbucks. There are other market alternatives, and you could make your own coffee, and it can be just as high quality as Starbucks and probably just as convenient, if not more so. So just because you would prefer to avoid doing business with a company that supports evil causes, therefore, like, how remote is the cooperation with evil and how optional is it? As an independent author, I think it's mostly not very optional to do business with Amazon. It's possible, but it's a significant hardship to avoid using Amazon as an author if you have a moral objection to the company. But it's not super hard to avoid using Starbucks, right? You can go to a different company or make your own coffee. So those two things are a little bit different. It'd be very difficult if you had your own online business to avoid using Google, right? And it's just really hard, So keep that stuff in mind. I don't think there's a moral hazard to using Amazon if you object to things that that the corporation spends its money on. Because there's not a whole lot of other options. The question is Amazon or not like which platform should you publish on? But the question is, should you do Amazon or not somehow avoid Amazon? What is the horrible cost of avoiding Amazon? You're always going to be leaving some of your money on the table. And in my case, it would be leaving almost all of the money on the table. And even if you're doing Kickstarter, all of your sales after that Kickstarter, you're leaving those on the you're not going to be making those sales. So if you kickstart a book and you make $1,000 or you have $1,000 of revenue, because there'll be costs, right? When you kickstart a book, then you should put the book on Amazon, and over the course of many years, you'll be making even more money. You're going to lose all of that money. You just won't be able to operate a business very well without going on Amazon. So yes, you should put your stuff on Amazon. The optionality is always there in a practical sense and in a moral sense. I don't think you are operating in hazardous or dangerous territory to use the hegemon, the service that everybody has to use if they want to be in that business. Just like how I don't think it's wrong to use Google advertising to advertise, because that's the only option that you really have if you're trying to do online advertising. So anyway, guys, leave me your thoughts down below. Would you, I occasionally get people like, where can I buy your books that's not on Amazon? I'll give them a BookFunnel link. I'll distribute that book directly to you if you want. And maybe I should do more of that. In fact, I probably will find, strategize for how I can do more of that. But, I get it. If you don't want to buy a book from Amazon, I want to have options for you to not buy it from Amazon. But at the same time, like people who've never heard of me, they're going to be the ones who find me on Amazon. So I kind of need to have my book over there and at least have that option. for them. So thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can get my newest book for free. It is called Demon Ex Machina. You can get it for free by joining my mailing list, deviouspress.com/free-book. And you will get that book for free. I'm giving it away just for being on my mailing list so that I can tell you about other books that I will publish later this year. So have a great one, and I will see you all next time.